When Typhoon Glenda hit the country last month, one area greatly affected was poultry production. Chicken is often affected by livestock by storms and climate conditions. Most producers says weeks or months are needed to meet the demand. The Department of Agriculture has approved a temporary fix allowing suppliers to import chicken, and it could not happen at a better time. Russia has banned all U.S. and European Union poultry products for 1 year in retaliation for the sanctions over the crisis in Ukraine. A global flood of chicken at the lowest prices in decades is happening. Cohen tells us more.
Out of control. This is what doctors are saying in Nigeria, West Africa, and other countries like Sierra Leone. The Ebola virus has reportedly caused problems for public health officials who fear that many patients are not bringing in those affected by the virus, preferring to treat them at home, fearing that bringing patients to hospitals like family members could be a death sentence, as many who go to Ebola treatment centers and wards in West Africa have ended up dead. Fears are that the number of 887 may actually be 50% higher, and the Nigerian government is so careful about this that they have requested that all remains of Ebola victims be cremated to prevent the further spread of disease. It is currently a situation wherein government officials in many countries are also dealing with superstitions and other conditions. Meanwhile, in the United States, at least 2 areas of concern. In Ohio, a woman was tested negative for Ebola after she showed symptoms coming home from a trip to West Africa. In New York City, there is no word yet on a man who was brought in for treatment after he had become ill coming from West Africa, and that the CDC is working closely and monitoring all people who enter the United States. The vast majority of people, however, who come in contact with Ebola patients are medical professionals. This is something of concern to international aid and relief workers working on the situation in West Africa. For now, governments say that they have the situation under control and monitored. Most patients who do come in for treatment do survive at this point. However, when advanced stages are reported, this is the problem. Around the world, the World Health Organization is saying clearly and plainly, if people who have traveled to areas where Ebola existed believe they have contracted some symptoms that may be similar to the disease, do not hesitate to report to authorities. The alternative is a nightmare of a pandemic that could be spreading. But for now, health authorities around the world believe the problem is contained to West Africa. Cohen, PTV News.